Well, you guys remember last week when we were at Kaena Point and we took that bumpy ride all the way to an end point. Anyway, we're on the other side of that mountain. And we're on the Waianae side. And there's that view. And I know I told you guys that I would not take you back on that bumpy ride, but oh, just a little bit of ride. We're not going all the way to the point this time. But here's a good view of what this gorgeous coastline represents. It's amazing. We are at Yokohama Bay off of Kaena Point, and that's Makaha and up in the background there. So I think it's a good place to pop that drone out, don't you? All right.
Will I ever see you again? Will you be there at the end of my journey? Will you be there at the end? Will I have time to explain all the things that went wrong, all the pain? Will we ever be one? Will we ever be one? Brother, where do you go? Will you find peace all alone? And how is it we're so apart? Distance leaves scars on the heart. Distance leaves scars on the heart.
Okay, you guys, we're back on the smooth trail here. Oh my goodness. I promised you I was not going to do this again, right? I'm just kidding. We're only about 500 yards from the trailhead. But I thought we'd come back just so, in case some of you have forgotten what we went through the last time. By the way, I want to show you something. You see this bush here? That's called KEAWE. And KEAWE trees make great wood for fires. Long burning, but they have one thing that we don't like. Huge thorns. I don't know if you can see it. Huge thorns. So, we don't want to ride the trike too close to those branches that we're looking down the bottom. Anyway, we are heading towards Waianae from Kaena Point. And we'll be taking a couple of snaps here and there. Oh my gosh. Who said go on this again? All right. Oh, okay. Up. No, we're not going to do the false fake drone again. We're just going to be careful as we go through here. I think I see the road up ahead, guys. Okay. No more whining. John, come on. Let's get together with the program here. All for one, one for all, and everybody for Bob. Okay, here we go. I told you it wasn't going to be that long of a ride. Oh my God. Oh, looks like Martha's getting a little green in the gills there. Okay, Martha, we're back on the regular road here. All right. And as we come around this point here, isn't that a beautiful mountain range? And there's the Waianae shoreline. All right. I told you we'd be back on the road. So let's maybe bust out the other drone around here. Oh, here's our little bay. Isn't that gorgeous? I didn't bring my diving gear. So that's one thing we don't have to worry about out here is there are no cars. They actually, I understand that they block the road about a mile south of here and preventing cars from coming out. They used to let cars come all the way out here and park, but for some reason they said, okay, we're gonna not do that. The only thing we do have here is we have a heck of a lot of speed bumps. Oh yeah. All right. We have a lot of day hikers going out, walking out to Kaena Point. Now it's about a 3-mile hike. But we've been out to the point, so now we're continuing our ride around Oahu, heading down the western shores of the island. It's a lot different than the north shore, or especially the east shore. It's a lot different than that. A lot more placid in some areas. We're going to see some big surf as we go down the coast though. But the diving out here is exceptional. The fishing, lots of, they have a boat harbor we're going to go stop by and take a look at too. And a lot of deep sea fishing guys take out and go look for some marlin and all kinds of Hawaiian fish. Oh, sorry about the speed bumps, guys. And then we're going to come up to a cave a little further up here. Probably one of the only caves, or what's probably the biggest cave I know of on Oahu, called Makua.
Lost you when the battle began. Oh, you took to the woods as you ran, leaving behind the wounded past. Oh, the tears are the fears that will last. Yeah, the tears are the fears that will last. Oh, brother, where do you roam? Will you find peace all alone? How is it we're so apart? Distance these scars on the heart. Distance these scars on the heart. Will I ever see you again? Will you be there at the end? Will you be there at the end?
Well, as we ride along this Waianae coast, as it's called, we're going to have to our left 3 valleys, and they all have different little things about them. This is Makua Valley. There's a cave at the end of this, and this has a little history with me. Is when I was in the Army Reserves back in the 70s, this is where the Schofield Barracks would have their live fire, and there would be explosives going off as you navigated up this ridgeway or this valley here, and you know, it's kind of spooky, but that's how training went. But then one day, it was probably a late summer, we were in summer camp, and the valley caught fire from one of the explosions. So they gave all us privates these big flame flappers, long sticks with a big flapping rubber mat on the end of it, and they told us go down in that valley and start putting out the fire by flapping on it. There's still ordnance up there, so somebody smart said we shouldn't be putting that fire out. There are non-explosive or exploded ordnance out there. And I think we started doing it, and all of a sudden one went off. Okay, everybody back up, time for lunch. That's it. So that's Makua Valley. That's my view of it. All right, we're gonna come up to the cave right up here soon. Hang on. That's the Kaena Point. And we got these beautiful cliffs above us. All right, we'll go take a look. All right, everybody get your flashlights ready. Here we go.
Oh, you took to the woods as you ran, leaving behind the wounded past. Oh, the tears of
Well, I guess that's it. It looked much bigger when I was 8. All right, let's get back on the road.
Oh, brother, where do you roam? Will you find peace?
Well, that was a good little visit. Short, sweet. I'm going to see if I can get on the road here and keep going. Remember I told you about that KEAWE tree? Well, that's what we have all along here is KEAWE. Big thorns, but very good wood. And it's only on the western coastline of the islands. All islands are about the same vegetation wise. The west side is the dry side. The east is the wet side. The north, that's where the big waves are. Well, I'm kind of excited. I want to stop by Makaha Beach, and I'm going to hopefully get a whole bunch of video, drone video. It's going to be awesome. Well, now we are coming into Makaha Valley, and what I have a great history with is this beach park. Well, back in the 60s, during my early teen years, my surfing buddy Big Wave Dave's family would pack up their Rambler station wagon with their 6 kids, and sometimes a local neighborhood kid who stood at their door with big begging eyes, and they would drive over the Ko'olau mountain range and head to some new tourist exploration on Oahu. I was born and raised in the islands, and I only traveled over the Ko'olaus once a year to buy school clothes at Sears and Roebuck at the Ala Moana Center. So I was hungry to join Big Wave Dave's family as they went exploring around the island. I was 13 when I first visited Makaha Beach in 1964. The waves were huge. The crowds of locals and tourists flooded the beach. I didn't dare go in the water, but stood on the bleached white sand and gawked at the spectacle before me. Huge mountains of water ridden by local and haole watermen. I was now hooked on surfing, and I had now experienced big wave surfing firsthand. Over the years, I would watch the Makaha Surfing International Contest on TV every year, and learned about the famous icons of Makaha Beach, like KEKAI, or the mayor of Makaha, Buffalo KEAULANA, a big, massive Hawaiian surfer who dominated the contest for many years. Makaha also produced SUNN, who was my age and became one of the brightest and most talented young wahine surfers from Hawaii. The Queen of Makaha was a pioneer in the world of women surfing and the human embodiment of aloha. So I don't think I'm overreaching by saying Makaha Beach and its Kama'aina influenced my love for surfing and further ingrained me in the culture of Hawaiiana. Makaha Beach. Back onto Farrington Highway again. I'm very happy to report that Farrington Highway here on the Waianae coast is in pretty good shape, especially as we started to get out towards the country, out towards Kaena Point. It was nice. There was decent bike lanes. I'll call this decent. Not great, but it's decent. And not too many cars so far. Once I get into Waianae, it will get crazy. And I thought, I've done a whole bunch of golf courses for all you golfers out there, including you, Mark. And I thought, well, for all the boaters out there, I'd stop by and take a look at our boating equipment and facilities. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We're heading out to Waianae town. Well, that was a great ride from Kaena Point to Waianae along the Waianae coast with stops in Makua Valley, Makua Cave, Makaha Valley, and Makaha Surf Spot, and the boat harbor out in Waianae. So I want to thank you guys for hanging with us and riding with us. We appreciate it. Look forward to getting more opportunities to share some of our beautiful island with you. Anyway, you guys take good care. Aloha. I wonder if they realized that I had forgotten to say goodbye and aloha yesterday on the ride. Well,